Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shading skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different than breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies. Feeling a change in order, treading dangerous waters.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
I get the tendency, you kind of finicky, huh?
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the champions of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go here in Atlanta. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. In motion, Naylor. Here's Lawrence to throw right away. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Tutu. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Hey.
Lawrence going to give it to Tutu. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Dinter. Jack Panther. Hot.
Right back to Tutu. Whoa! Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the...
And he will get into the end zone. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He'll push forward for about a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Call it a gain of 13. First down, New Orleans.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. It's the Jaguars on top. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Flush to his right. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 9. The air once more. Shuck. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Josh Hines Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. In motion, Naylor. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 11.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
30 left. Hey, go. Hey, I'm going. Hey, tomato.
In motion, Naylor. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Ikhine. His 1st catch of the Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints 44-yard line.
30 left. Brad, go. Hey, Denver, think right open. Go. 11.
In motion comes Thomas.
Here we go.
2nd down, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Tootin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, run! Son, it's 11-11.
Throwing is Lawrence.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill Tim! Hey, Lion! Hey, 13, Luke! 11, Agate! Go! Silver!
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Hey, go! Hot.
They'll go with him again. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Hey!
Tootin. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. This about as short as you can get. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars go out to a 10-3 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chubb. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Chubb to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, 13, Lou.
Lawrence. Forced to his right. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cougar nice.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down, they'll start out with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these...
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Darian Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's at 24.
In motion was Booker-Keenan.
Think right open. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game?
Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out in front by the score of 17-3. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Oh, Alvin Kamara inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Alvin Kamara, touchdown New Orleans. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Saints 10.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Yeah. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, Naylor.
Hey, kill. Silver.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Go. Hey, run. 13. Hey, Ginger, touch. Go straight.
In motion, Naylor. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Hey.
In motion, Naylor.
11. Sink right. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Tootin. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Hey, 30 left.
He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
11. Lisa 24. Go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Cowboy 80. Sink right.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Let's go. Go, go. 13, Lou. Lou. Here we go, sir.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2-yard line. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Let's go.
To the air again is Shuck. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. 4th quarter begins with Kamara. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. At deep for Olave. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one pulled in by Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a 1st down.
first down.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey, Ginger, attack.
In motion, Westbrook-Ikhine.
11. Silver.
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Now this looks like a design run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
60 Eagles.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. A big hole to the 20. And he will score. Alvin Kamara, touchdown 6. That's his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? We'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. In motion, Naylor. This drive begins with a run by Tootin, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, run. 11.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
11.
In motion comes Thomas.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, Soko.
In motion, Naylor. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
13, Luke. Take right open. Silver.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. How about that? A gain of 15 on 4th and 10. So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ginger. Zach, 11, Agate.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Gun. Hey, I'm gun.
They'll drop to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now, 2nd and 4.
30. Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko. Hot. Check. 11. Silver.
They'll run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
24. Son, there's 30 left. 11, Agate.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal.
Chuck. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
And the Jaguars have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more.
Zombie Nation.